Week 3 is upon us. 2-0 Cardinals at the 2-0 49ers. We are here to talk about it. We are live. What's good, everybody out there? Appreciate you tuning in. It's your boy Ferb from the Whistle Gang Podcast, a part of the Nana Empire family of podcast network. I'm here with my good brother, co-host Monty. How you, my man?
Man, too blessed to be stressed, man. Ready for another dub this weekend.
I know. We're here to break down week 3. Huge division game against the Cardinals. We have a special guest. My man CG Ruthless is in the building, man. What's going on?
Not much, man. I'm ready to roll, bro. I'm here because just here to have fun, man. We on a roll, bro. We're 2-0, so there's nothing to complain about, man.
Not much to complain about. There's some stuff to complain about, but not much.
I mean,
so go ahead. What you gonna say?
I mean, we play with who we got right now, bro. That's the crazy part. We're playing with resilience, bro. Like, how many injuries can we overcome? That's the crazy part.
We're gonna find out. But let's jump right into it. I mean, speaking of injuries, obviously the big one is our $50 million man. It's our quarterback, Brock Purdy. Missed last week's game. Mac Jones came in. Just like I said, was gonna have a huge game, 279, 3 touchdowns. Well, now another week of rest. I just finished watching the press conference about 2 hours ago. Purdy spoke to reporters, said he's day by day. He's taking it. He's getting better. And it seems like it's going to be a game-time decision. Kyle Shanahan was on John Lynch was on KNBR yesterday, and he said it's going to be kind of an organizational decision whether or not he plays. My question to you, Monty, is should we hold him out regardless because of what we saw last week? Do we play him if he's 80%, 90%? Like, what are you thinking? What's your thoughts, man?
My thoughts is you only play him if he's 100%. That I know they say it's called turf toe, but that turf toe is a pain in the ass. You see what happened to Joe Burrow? He walked out in a boot. Luckily, Purdy isn't walking out in a boot. So that's a very lingering, painful injury. So you want to make sure he's 100%. I mean, Mac Jones played a great game. We're 2-0. I know it's a division matchup against Arizona, big division matches early in the season, but we still face them again down the line. So I would say if he's not 100%, give him another day. We're 2-0. You know, I see if we were 0-2 maybe, you got to get him back in there to get us back on the winning side of football. But we're 2-0. 2-0 at home. Mac Jones played one of his best games of his career. Let him ride again, you know?
Kyle Shanahan effect.
Yeah, let it ride. That's it. You're right. The Kyle Shanahan effect.
What
QB master.
What do I think?
Yeah.
Well, just from a players and coach perspective, like, I mean, Brock Purdy may be a limited participation. He may be practicing, but like Monte just said, bro, he said it best, bro. You have a chance to re-aggravate that if you go out there, dude. So I'd rather him just have a full week of next week's practice so he can shake off the rust and be able to build the chemistry. And plus, you're going to get Demarcus Robinson coming back. You got some good chemistry coming up. There's some guys coming off of injuries. I mean, Mac Jones had a good start against the Saints. Let's see if he can do it against the Cardinals. The Cardinals are decimated with injuries. This is a golden opportunity to let your quarterback rest another week. I mean, would you rather have Brock Purdy not at full health right now, or would you rather go with the hot hand, like they all say, the hot hand Mac Jones, and just ride with it for right now?
My thing is, let's say Mac goes out there, another 250, another 3 touchdowns. Is that hurting the team though? Because the fan base is gonna be in a frenzy, or is everybody knows that Purdy's the quarterback no matter what?
Nah, it's a good problem to have, honestly. Like, dude, if we're talking last year, bro, Brandon Allen and Josh Dobbs didn't do enough to help us. I mean, okay, if Mac Jones comes off with a really good performance, bro, I'm not even worried about it because we're comparing 2 good games over 3 years of what Brock Purdy has done. And you want to have a good situation because if you look at teams in past years, right? Remember how Philadelphia went to the Super Bowl, right? That previous year. The previous year before they won their last year's Super Bowl. Who did they win the Super Bowl with that year?
Nick Foles.
Yeah. See, I'm not saying I'm not saying Mac Jones is going to be our Nick Foles, but he can do enough to win games for us if injuries happen, you know? He can be like our Jim Plunkett or something, you know? One of those kind of
guys. But I'm kind of known as like the 49er troll right now, especially on Facebook. You know, I want them to bring back Moody. So, but like, so
it's personal foul. We do not bring Moody in the conversation, man. No, man.
But like, no, I'm joking. They know I'm joking. Like, you have another big week. I'm the guy that's not sold on Purdy. So you have another big week of Mac Jones on his 2-year, $6 million deal or whatever it is. I'm the guy that's like, let's get this $30 million guy out of here and run with the Mac Jones on the Kyle Shanahan. But I don't know. But I agree with both of you guys. Like we should sit him regardless. We should sit him. He should sit. Turf toe has ended people's career.
Like Patrick Willis, for
100%.
I'm about to say Patrick Willis had to retire essentially because of turf toe. Bunch of dudes had to retire.
From toe injury experience myself, you know, it may not be like a turf toe, but I had a stub toe where it can be an aggravated injury, where it can be a setback and all that stuff, you know, and you're not able to move it, you know. So I can imagine a turf toe could be a little worse than what you have with a stub toe. But I would rather play it safe, you know. Let Brock Purdy sit another week. Let him get practice. Let him shake off the rust in practice, because if he goes out there, he's going to be a little rusty, man.
Yeah. So, with that being said, so we roll with Mac Jones. How realistic is it for him to repeat the performance, though, Monty?
I don't think it's very realistic. I mean, like CG said, you know, he hasn't shown much like Brock has shown in the last 3 years. But then again, he's playing in New England. But I mean, in Kyle's offense, you know, I could see another 2 touchdowns. I don't know about throwing for 250 again, though. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I think he could win us the game, and that's that. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Is that we get that dub. You know, don't turn the ball over like he didn't turn the ball over. Took a couple of stupid sacks, but hey, what you gonna do? He balled out and he did his thing, and I have faith that he'll get us a W. I don't know if he'll. Like I said, I don't know if he's going for 250 and 3 tutties again, but I'll take the W, even if he throws for 150 with 1 touchdown. You know?
No, I know, right? What about you, CJ?
I mean, as far as repeating performance, I mean, he'll get somewhere close to what he had last week against the Saints, because the Cardinals are dealing with injuries in the secondary, so that does leave some opportunities. And I got a crazy, a little forecast to expect. I mean, if this is the case, if Jawan Jennings is not good to go, I can see Kendrick Bourne getting a lot of targets and have a big game, because him and Mac Jones go way back. And it's possible that Kendrick Bourne can have a breakout game. I mean, yes, Ricky Pearsall is probably going to be our main focus, of course, at times, but it wouldn't be a shocker if Kendrick Bourne comes off the game and plays his best game.
That's true. I mean, I think he can repeat the performance, and it kind of goes hand in hand with Kyle. I think Mac Jones can have another good game. Hopefully he looks a little bit more comfortable, Obviously, it'll be home crowd, so he won't have any noise to deal with when he's out there. Hopefully that relaxes him, and he doesn't have those overthrows and stuff like that he had, and the pump fakes to pull it back down, you know. So I don't know. I'm super optimistic about Mac Jones.
He'll play good. He'll have a similar performance.
You know, it's funny too, because we talked about it last week, and I thought for sure they were gonna force feed McCaffrey the ball. But you can see right away from the first drive, Kyle has confidence in Mac Jones. He came out with we went 3 and out, but he came out with 4 straight passes. C-Mac didn't touch the ball once on that first drive, so he he has faith. You know what I mean? He has faith that Mac Jones.
They came out pretty much daring them to pass the ball. It's like the only way you're gonna beat us is by passing, and they did, you know. But going back to Kyle, like I think he's having a good year to start, him personally. So, you know, we always talk about Kyle Shanahan's in his bag, or he messed it up by not running the ball enough and trying to get too cute, or just calling the wrong play at the wrong time, as us as fans feel like on a scale of 1 to 10, like how would you rate his performance so far in terms of this play calling, CG?
You mean his performance against the Saints as far as like the way how Kyle Shanahan was coaching?
In Seattle. His play calling
in Seattle?
Week 1 and 2.
Okay, so week 1, he, like as far as like you could say it was a B performance. A B performance, it could have been better, but we were dealing with some injuries going into that game, and I would say it's not too bad of a B, man. It's a B minus by the performance against Seattle. It could have been better. The performance against the New Orleans Saints, I got to say it's almost to an A, but it's a B, which is not bad, bro. I still think we have a lot left to prove, bro. We still got to establish a good running game. The passing game, it's right into the A category, bro. We're able to be efficient in the passing game. We're able to kill the clock, but I feel like the running game is something we're missing, bro. We got to be able to close games at times.
I was going to talk about that. The run game, though, in the whole NFL is off. There's been no explosive in our offense. There's been no explosive plays. So you saying from a scale of 1 to 10, you give them like a 7, 6.5. 7.
I mean, like a 6.5. If I'm being honest, if we're going with that, but I would say a 7 in that way. Yes.
What about you, Monty?
I gotta say 7, 8, probably even 8, because I mean, I have seen a lot of different variety, and he's mixing it up. He's going back and forth to run. One thing I love is that he's not force feeding the run to CMC a lot. He is passing the. It seems like he's more 50-50 when he would normally be forcing the ball to CMC, which is great because he can stay healthy. And I mean, I haven't seen much of his trick plays come out yet, so that's why I'll say about an 8. And you haven't seen many of the same play calls. Like maybe that's because Debo's not here. So he's not really trying to force feed Debo to get Debo going like he used to do. But I've seen a lot of variety in the play calling and not force feeding the run. So I got to give him an 8 overall. You know, I'm happy with the play calling, happy where the offense is going. So I'll give him an 8.
I mean, I think, I don't know, for some reason, I'm almost like a 9-10 with him because, like, I don't know, like it just feels different. It feels good, like you're saying, like he's mixing it up. He's not being too cute. If it's a 2nd and short, like he's getting the first down. He's not being too cute, saying, "Okay, I got the 3rd down to rely on to now get the first down." He's dialing it up, like you said. His offense always got receivers open, but he's getting them open. And they hit like. And maybe too, it's because of the Brock Purdy playing week 1, and then the Mac Jones playing week 2 that's making him look good as well. But I just feel like the play calling has just been there. Like when it was time to run the ball, we ran the ball. If it was time to pass, we passed, and the plays were successful. Obviously, we won both games. I don't know. I think he deserves some credit through these first 2 weeks.
I agree.
Well, he's getting like B+ grade because of what we got right now. And that's better than nothing, bro. But the thing that we're not doing is we're not finishing on some red zone offense, bro. We've been kind of kicking field goals from here to here, bro. And our score has to be a little bit better. But I think that will change throughout the season, bro. But if we're talking like the first 2 games, that's why I would give it a B for right now. It can move up to an A later in the season.
Okay. Let's go to the other side of the ball. Let's go to the defensive side of the ball. Obviously, everybody knows we're super young on the defensive side of the ball. All the draft picks last week, they played extremely well. Each week they're getting better and progressing. What's your thoughts on the defense this week, Monty? Do we see another week of growth?
You know, it's funny because I watch the games and it seems like they're giving up a lot of yardage running, watching the game. And then you look at the end of the stat sheet, in the first week it was 80 something. This last week they got over 100, but they're giving up some points. They're not creating turnovers. They're not getting home like they should be. But then at the end of the day, the defense makes the play when it counts the most for the game to seal the game. But it's not as dominant as we're used to seeing, I would say. But I think that has to do with the age because we're young. You know what I mean? But it seems like they're buying into what Saleh is saying, and it's just a matter of time before they'll start clicking on all cylinders. Fred's there, like Fred is, forcing the fumbles with the peanut punch. I would love to see more pressure, like what we used to. But it seems like it's a different style of defense that Saleh's coaching too. We saw some blitzing corners. He never blitzed the corner before. That's very rare. You know what I mean? And so I like the way he's dialing it up, changing things up. The guys are buying in. D. Winters is all over the place. These young guys the young guys look hungry. Siegel looks hungry. So I see the sky's the limit. And it's just we're just breaching the surface with them. So I'm happy with the way it's going.
You said something. You said dominant. Can you really expect, or did you expect this defense to be dominant, especially this early?
No, not at all. But what I'm saying, for what we used to as 49er fans in the previous years, you know what I mean? Okay. So if you want to compare it, this year's defense to what we're used to, it's not as dominant as what we're used to, but they're gritty. They're finding ways to make the plays when it counts, and they're finding ways to win. You know what I mean? Get the offense back on the field when we need to. That fumble by Fred was huge. I think that was the turning point in our game. You know what I mean? And it was a huge play. And coming like that, the young guys see that happen, they're just gonna follow his lead. You know what I mean? So I like the way. Absolutely, I like the way it's going. I like what I'm seeing from these young guys, and it's just gonna get better each game that they play together. You know what I mean? D. Winters is looking like Greenlaw out there. He even took a stupid personal foul penalty, just like Greenlaw. He even took a stupid personal foul penalty, just like you know what I mean? So it's good to see. So I just think they need to clean the little things up here and there, but they're looking good for the youth. They're looking really good.
What about you, CG? How you feel about the defense so far this year?
Well, the first 2 weeks, like the week one against Seattle, the fact we were able to give up only 13 points on this Seattle team that actually just scored 31 points the following week, bro. I got to say that's a huge step going in that direction. Yes, playing against the Saints, we gave up 21 points. There was I don't want to sound like making excuses about the personal fouls and all that stuff, but it is what it is. But what I like from this defense, bro, is we're playing through the whistle. We're playing physical, but we're not like how Monty was saying, bro. It's not like we were accustomed to right now. They're a young guy. They're a young team. They're learning. They're only going to get better. The more they start clicking, the more this defense is going to be good, bro. Like we're playing at least to a top 10 level right now. But once the season gets down the stretch, I think we'll be a top 5 defense. It's just you're going to see growing pains from a lot of these guys. Like Marquise Siegel had his moments, right? He had a good outstanding the other week, right? But this week against the Saints, he had his off game. You saw with D. Winters having that mental mistake, right? But he's learning. You're seeing it with a lot of these young guys. I think it's gonna take time, and I think it's a good thing to have, man. It's a B+ performance, but it still has potential to be A+ at some point, bro. I just feel like we haven't even scratched the surface with this defense right now.
Yeah, right now we're actually 6th ranked defense overall, 13th in the run, 6th in the pass, 7 in scoring. So they're doing good. They're showing out right now. Saleh has them hungry.
Getting creative too with the pressure too, even with the blitzes like you were talking about. I've never seen him done it with us before, because he's always been kind of conservative in this first, but now he's getting creative with it, which I do appreciate the most.
Super base defense all the time, but it's coming out. I said this on the recap show. from the Saints game. Like, just imagine this defense stays healthy, stays together, continues to grow, and then you add whatever next picks from next year to this defense, and these guys in their second year, this defense is going to be scary next year. And Saleh stays, obviously. Saleh needs to stay. This defense is going to look crazy.
Wait, what you say? Saleh needs to stay?
Yeah, so we can continue the development and growth. Man, forget you, man.
We're hoping so. We're hoping he doesn't get another head coaching job.
No, CG. He didn't want Saleh to come back. That's why I busted his chops, because he didn't want Saleh to come back.
You didn't want Saleh? Okay, I'm going to throw a personal flag on you not wanting Saleh to begin. Get behind him.
Yeah, I didn't want Saleh to come back. I wanted blitzing. I like Rex Ryan type of style defense.
Oh, that physical
Brian
defense,
Flores right now up in Minnesota. Like 8 people on the line of scrimmage, only 2 of them are coming, 6 dropping back at coverage. 8 people on the line of scrimmage, all 8 are coming now. You know what I mean? Like you just never know with those type of guys and those type of defenses. That's all. But staying on the defensive side, but on the Cardinals, we kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier. They are super banged up in the secondary. Like their best corner is going to be out. Some of them are like game time decisions. They're going to be missing some top dogs over there. No matter who plays Mac Jones or Purdy, should we come out gunslinging, like taking advantage of the secondary, Monty, or just run our game plan and let it go?
Why not? Take a few shots down the field.
Test it.
You know what I mean? See what happens. Pretty Ricky can go out there and get it. So why not? Put it out there for him. You always want to take advantage of the defensive weaknesses,
especially when
they're weak at corner. Come on, they do it to us. They attack Ronaldo Green. Attack.
Yeah, they tapping on Ronaldo.
Let's go for it.
Now the thing is, if we can get Jordan Watkins out there, that might be a way to expose him.
If he's healthy, yeah.
He's been on a healthy stretch. He's off the injury report. I don't know why they're not putting.
He's off the injury report, but they with KB now and Jawan and them, they ain't gonna play those guys. You know, Kyle likes his guys. He's gonna stick to the guys he knows. He's just gonna rock with them. But I definitely agree that we should be taking our shots. And I think it could be a big passing game once again, even if it's just the checkdowns to CMC, but they are super banged up. Now, Calais Campbell had a really good game. He's like 40 years old now. Big, still playing, but he had like 2 sacks on the Panthers, including like a game sealing sack on Bryce Young. And they do have whatever the linebacker name is. That's a really good linebacker. I can't even think of his name right now. And then obviously you got Budda Baker, who's still there. Not Jamie Collins. They are the young linebacker. But their defense is solid, is my point. They have a solid defense. The secondary is just banged up. You know, you got Budda Baker. He was supposed to be the Kittle killer, but that never came to function. But yeah. What are the key matchups should we be looking for in terms of this game with the Cardinals? Offense or defense?
As far as like offensive defense matchup, I mean, like you just said about the secondary, that's going to be a matchup I'm more excited to match up on, because I want to see how this offense can do against that secondary. But if we're talking like honest matchup, I want to see how CMC does against their linebackers or somewhere around those coverage plays, because we throw those screen passes and those little Texas routes here and there. I want to see how they were adjusted to Christian McCaffrey at full force.
I want to see if we can contain Kyler Murray, because we always have problems with that little, you know. I don't get it, because I'm hoping with the way Bosa and Huff are playing on the ends, they can contain them and we can, you know, keep them in and make some plays, because that's our one killer always when we play Arizona is Kyler Murray. I don't know what it is.
He's mobile. He's small. He's like a little kid running on the playground.
Yeah,
running around like a playground.
Mm-hmm. So that's my key matchup. Our defense against Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I was just about to bring it up. Like, He's taught like that 50-yard run last year. You gotta remember too. Now the Cardinals swept us last year. Y'all don't remember?
Yep,
They swept us.
they did.
So we're trying to get some get back. But he seems to always kind of burn us. Like he is super fast and agile, and he can throw. The crazy thing for me, obviously not a Cardinals fan, is how haven't they got that connection for him to Marvin yet? That's wild to me.
Yeah, they're not gelling.
That's wild to me. Like Marvin was supposed to be the next one, and now he just looks. He looks like third and Jawan or whatever. I mean, he just looks like a regular dude, the third option out there, because he throws the ball so much to McBride. McBride is their focal point on their offense.
I mean, yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. is supposed to be the next Larry Fitzgerald, but like you said, it's like they're the third and Jawan version, I guess. But it's like you see it with Trey McBride being that security player.
Third and Jawan, my bad. No disrespect.
But yeah, Trey McBride's been their most consistent player, of course. Like you always see that they're able to move the chains. But when it comes to the running game, man, James Conner has been the most effective back. But then this running back Benson that they just got, he's kind of a good complementary back that you got to contain also. So Cardinals on paper, when you watch their matchup, low key their running game is pretty damn tough to slow down because they got two physical running backs. So you got to be ready for that, man, because they can get those tough yards off those plays.
Yeah, Connor went for 100 both games last year against us, right?
Yeah, and you got to get.
He's a hard runner.
You got to bring that physicality on that guy because if you don't bring a physicality on James Conner, bro, it's gonna be a long.
You're not bringing him down. Absolutely, you're not bringing him down. He's a hard
physical guy.
And like Tommy just said, like my boy Tommy Huxley said, that O-line needs to hold up against their D-line, bro. So that's another matchup that I'm kind of curious about.
Gotcha. So, I mean, with all that being said, the 49ers lose if what? If what happens?
The 49ers lose if we can't control Murray to McBride, because that's their main. Well, you know what? I should say we gotta hold them under 100 yards rushing, and keep Murray in the pocket. We can't let him run for first downs on third downs. We got to be efficient on third downs to get him off the field, because that's the most of the times is the killer. We get third and short, and then he scoots for a first down, and then keeps the drives alive. So if we can keep Connor. If he runs, you said 49ers lose, you said, right? If what happens?
Yeah. So
the 49ers lose if Connor runs for 100 and we can't contain Murray.
Yeah, that's another factor. That could be another factor why we lose that game, because it wears out our defense and we kind of like run out of ways to slow them down. But there's another factor also that you might have to bring in if that comes down to it, which I don't want it to happen, but it's going to have to come down to special teams too, man, because if we don't make those important kicks, like I'm giving Panera the benefit of doubt for right now, but you got to make those kicks too. Every kick has to matter, bro, because it's going to be a low-scoring game. If our kicker misses a couple kicks like Moody, bro, dude, this could be the reason why we lose. So got to be – special teams got to be on point, bro. Like Monte said, we got to slow down the running game, of course, and if we don't, it could be a long day. Special teams, when it comes down to kicking field goals and all that other stuff in field position, bro, if we muff those stuff, bro, that could be another factor why we lose that game.
49ers win, though, if what? CG?
49ers win, bro, is if we slow down Kyler Murray and we slow down James Conner, bro, if we limit them to those big runs, like we take away the running game, they're going to be a one-dimensional. We force Murray to throw the ball, and we create turnovers. So if our defense can hold the Cardinals under 10 points, that's a win.
That'd be a major win. 10 points? Shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
49ers win if what?
Absolutely.
Win if what, Monty?
If Mac Jones comes out and does what he has to do, protect the ball, make throws when it counts, don't take no stupid sacks, just play the game that Kyle dials up. And if Kyle doesn't get too pretty and stupid with it, we win the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Simple.
Good points. Good points by both of you. For everybody out there watching, Please drop your score predictions now in the comments. Tell us what you think the score is going to be. Make sure you are subscribed to the Whistle Gang podcast on YouTube. You're following us on all social media platforms. And when you see a post, engage. Drop your comments and stuff like that. We like to hear from you. We like to engage with the fans. We appreciate all the love and support. With all that being said, CG, what is your score prediction of what's going to happen on Sunday?
It's going to be a very close game. Regardless of the injuries, bro, we're both injured. So I think it's going to be one of those kind of close games. But I'm going to say from score prediction, it took me a while to think about the scoreboard because I think it's going to be very close to what people think. So I'm going to say 24-21 49ers. It's going to be an ugly win. I just think Cardinals are going to give us their best, and it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be almost like Seattle, but it's going to be one of those games where it comes close.
I didn't get with that. What about you, Monty?
Well, last week I thought it was going to be a low-scoring game. Turned out it really wasn't. And Mac Jones played a really good game. So, based off his performance last week, with them being injured in the secondary, I think like you said, I think they're going to come out throwing. And I think we're going to win by 10. I'm going to go 27-17.
27-17.
No,
Wow.
No 30 burger. Almost a 30 burger, but not a 30 burger.
I hope your score's right, man. I want to go on your direction, but I feel like it's going to be a close one if I'm being honest.
You know what I got? I got the Niners by a billion. Niners by a billion. Listen, we're going 3-0. It's the home opener. I will be in the building. Section 102 is going to be the livest section in the stadium because I'm going to be wild. It's going down, man. We going to have a good time in the stadium. We will win the game. I can see it being close. I can see the 10 points. Reason I can see it being close because at the end of the day, it is a division rival. We know each other. We know the schemes. Nothing's changed. It's whoever comes out and executes the game plan the best. It's going to come down, obviously, to keeping Murray in the pocket, tackling Connor, not getting those missed tackles, letting him run over us and stuff like that. But, man, I cannot see us losing this game. I see us 3-0, beating the Cardinals, just doing what we do. Niners by a billion, bro. Niners by a billion, and I just can't wait to get to the Bay tomorrow. To get this weekend started, man. Home opener is just the stadium's going to be electric. We'll be in all white for the game. Yeah, man. I don't know what else to say. It's going to be a wild game. But I can see both of you guys' statement being close and by 10, but it's going to be Niners by a billion. The one thing you got to remember too, obviously the banged up part, but I mean they almost like the Panthers come back. I definitely do think it's a 30 burger this week. No matter who's at quarterback.
I hope you're right about it, but
it's going to be Mac.
You guys both questions about this one. This one might come to mind. So let's talk about some breakout players, man. So let's put on defense and offense and whatever you guys want to put. So for Monte, who do you see as your breakout player on offense, man?
Breakout player on offense, I would say, even though he had 2 solid games, I would say Ricky Pearsall because I think he finds pay dirt this week. I think he gets his first tutty of the season. So I'll break out that just for the simple fact that he's going to get his first tutty of the season. I will give him the breakout player of the week.
Okay, that's a good option right there. And same with you, Brad.
I think Markel gets his first sack this week.
No, I'm talking like offense right now.
Oh, my bad. Offense. I'm gonna go with something I'm gonna say unknown, but I'm gonna go with Kobe Connor. He's gonna have 3 pancakes. He gonna make the Jeff Saturday segment on Get Up and pancake. He gonna pancake somebody this week.
Oh, I love some offensive lineman breakouts. So if I had to choose a player on offense, man, I feel like this can be a Kendrick Bourne game because I feel like the chemistry is going to click in. So that might be my sleeper. So I like always getting that sleeper guy that nobody talks about.
That's true. That's true. That's true. But on
So on
defense, though,
yeah.
I
On
like
defense, my bad. On defense,
Williams.
Monte, who do you got as your breakout player on defense?
That's tough because they've been playing solid. Let's give it to Diamondor Lenore. Get a pick. He's gonna get a pick this week. We're gonna get our first interception.
They don't even throw his way.
He's like the least.
They really
guy,
don't.
Man.
But yeah, I know. But I'm gonna give it to him. He's gonna get one this week. He's gonna get one this week. He's gonna be the breakout.
Okay. I like the confidence because he's got confidence. He's got swag, bro. But Brad, you were bringing up Mr. Mikael Williams. Why do you feel he's gonna break out this game?
5 tackles last week. He had none the first week, 5 this week. Like he's just progressing each week, like we talked about earlier. And like I said, I think the energy from the home crowd, he's gonna feel that energy and he's gonna get one. He's gonna get one of those collapse the pocket from the middle. It's gonna be one of those. He's gonna collapse the pocket, he's gonna step up and he's gonna step up right into Mikael's arms.
Oh, absolutely, bro.
It won't
I
be
can
from
see
the
him
edge.
breaking out his
It'll
game
be
for
from
sure.
the
He might
middle.
get a sack or 2 in this matchup. But I think as far as my breakup player on defense, bro, I think Deke Winters is going to fly all over the place. And Kyler Murray's going to think twice about running, bro. So I think Winters is going to have one of those kind of games.
Hopefully, man. But we appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Like I said, make sure that you are following and subscribe to the Whistle Gang podcast. CG, how can the people reach you and continue to talk to you and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. They follow me on CG Ruthless 1990 on here, and then CG Ruthless 1990 on TikTok, CG Ruthless 1 on Twitter or X, and CG Ruthless on Instagram. If you want to follow me on Facebook, CG Ruthless, man. You can follow me all around.
That's what's up. Monty. Any last words for the people?
Man, let's go, man. It's as always, it's fun hopping on this right before the game. Get some good feedback, get some good talk, and get hyped for the game this weekend. And let's get this dub, baby. That's what it's about. Dub City. Let's keep 3-0. As always, man. Like, subscribe, share. And let's get this dub, baby.
Listen, Niners by a billion. We appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of the Whistle Gang podcast. We out. Peace.
Peace.